for anything they threw at him.
And here is Roten after Terrence Jones getting his 3 to go. Roten, the pass to Landry. Mack grabs the miss. New York with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Afflalo. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Okafor. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Okafor.
I love that superb pass that time, guys. It allowed them to get behind the defenders. The hoop was there waiting for them.
Lopez a screen. Here's Mack. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Mack's got his second basket of the game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. It's stolen by Anthony. And again, it's New York.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Roten, defended by Mack. Now Roten, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. The Knicks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. There's the 3. Mack, no luck. The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And he gets it to go.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today has certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
Roten kicks to Sampson. Thompson against Anthony. Thompson dishes to Landry. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez with the steal. Here's Mack. He's covered by Roten. Mack, the pass to Lopez. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
For the Knicks, Zinkas, he's checked in for Jones. Derek Williams comes in for Anthony. And Mo Williams subbed in for Aaron Afflalo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Nerlens Noel comes in for Carl Landry. Jackson, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Cannon in for Tony Roten.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And so here is Philadelphia. Following the 3-point attempt by Freak. No good from the wing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Williams kicks to Lopez. Here's Mack. A 29-point game for him in the win against Houston.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Now Jackson. Mo Williams missing from long range. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. So for the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. The 76ers trail by 7. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, Matt in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Williams at the 2 spot. Here's Mack. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. From the top of the key, he buries it. Mack's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Knicks. Mack's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Now here's Roten. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Noel. can't hit, and New York will come the other way. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Williams, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Mack. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He feeds it to Mack. Lopez dishes to Anthony. Puts it up from 17, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Roten. Noel up top. Cannon from long range. It's rebounded by Porzingis. The Knicks leading by 10. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Mack, the pass to Williams. New York moving the ball around. Here's Mack. He's covered by Roten. Takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets got the job done. He had 29 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. He turned in a great performance where it seemed nobody could stop him from taking over. You love to see that as a coach, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
The putback, Okafor. The follow-up flush.
Kev, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever? I mean, I doubt we'll see them make that mistake again.
The 76ers trail by 14. Roten with it. Williams picks him up. Steps back and shoots. Here's Noel, and it's sent back by Lopez. And again, New York running the court in transition. Here's Porzingis. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Here's Mack. The 76ers getting the bucket. And he gets it to go. And that's 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Freak.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. I mean, these guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
Expanding his range, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Embiid. Over to the left wing. Here's Roten. And he overshot that one, missing. The Knicks leading by 20. 26 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
So as we conclude the first half, so far, fair.
So, Carmelo, what is...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
So on the floor for Philadelphia. Tony Roten out there with Thompson. Then there's Carl Landry. Then there's Okafor. And it's Sampson in at the 3 slot. Now here's Roten. Back to Thompson. Three-pointer. Good on the shot. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And that one's good.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And the 76ers shooting around 41% on the night. Now here's Roten. D right on him. Off the screen. And Jones pulls it down. New York leading by 23. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
And a chance now to see the numbers for Jahlil Okafor. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 7th in rebounding, 14th in scoring, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
Now here's Roten. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And it's Thompson again missing. New York's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that right.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
With the teardrop, and it's sent back by Lopez.